Okay, everyone, I've got the microphone on. YouTube just told me I'm live. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 128 of our Icelandic volcano eruptions. And as you can see on screen right now, it is live. It is erupting, doing its bubbly goodness that it likes to do. So, I'm happy to see that. We are down a camera today. Apparently the Visor cam has put itself into I need more juice state or whatever it is doing. But anyway, as we get started here, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I am about 5,000 kilometers or 3,154 miles away from that beautiful volcano that we see on the screen, and I will definitely be there August 17th. I have now confirmed I had to get the COVID test to be able to go there, so I got that booked for the 14th, which is within that 72-hour period, so I'm good to go. I still haven't figured out one for coming back yet, but we'll work on that part. I also did a good thing today, got a second battery for my Mavic 2 Zoom, so that'll give me a little bit more flight time. But before I get too much further into this, I just wanted to say, if you are joining in on the stream, please pay attention to the top of the chat box. If it does say live chat or top chat, you're all good. Which is absolutely perfect. And if it doesn't say that, though, if it says that it is a live chat or top chat replay, and the keyword being behind there, replay, then you need to understand you are watching a stream that has already finished. And everything that you see in the chat box is already been talked about and finished off, and the only place you can make comments is down below in the regular comments that normally happen. So this is something to kind of take advantage of or work with if you can't make the stream. Anyway, I'm going to start saying hi to people in the stream, and I see a lot of good people in here. And Thendis Nye says, awesome, good news. And yes, Thendis, it is, and I'm very happy that that part is there. Still working on getting myself coming back, though. I got to work on that. Well, I mean, the trip back is booked. That's not the problem. It's getting that test into place. So hi to Theo and Santi. Also hi to Spion Claw. Piggy is back in the house. Glad to have you here, Piggy. And I know you've got your stuff booked for next week there. So we wish you all the best. And hopefully everything works out with the operations and so on your leg. Anyway, also wanted to say hi to Arizona Snowman. Glad you're back on board. Let's see, who else is here? Scott Rutherford, Maui Me, Duchess of Elements. Hello, you guys. Sue Hayes is in the house. Scott Hartman. Carla Edwards also popped in. Chuckster's in here. Jeff Burke. Doug Christopher. Let's see. Juliet popped in. Kite Buggy is here. So, yeah, we got a whole bunch of you guys popping in real quick, and love having you here. So, Harold G is also in the house. Rick Engineer, Pat Henderson, glad to have you guys on board. Let's see who else. Echo the Bot, Johnny Kraken, I guess is what it is, and of course the most favorite name in here, Mark La Barbecue. And I really am still waiting for some barbecue, man. You got the email, start sending it. Agent X is also in the house. Sue Hayes, I think I might have said you already. And of course I said Thendis earlier. Brutal Avenger, that's who I missed. There we go. Robert Lachabawa. And I won't try to pronounce what the typo was earlier there. I think it's Lacha Nauer. That would really not work. But welcome, Robert, and glad to have you on board. Let's see, Maui Me, I think I might have said you. James Gype also came back. Good to see you there again. Let's see, Lenny Anderson also here, or Lenny Anderson. I'm not sure if I pronounce it right. I think it's Lenny Anderson. Roberto Severio, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Fryn is also in the house. Madcap popped back in. Good to see you guys. Silicone Avatar also there. So awesome. Rebecca Patterson. I think I got Jeff earlier. Juliet I got. Just going up here. Katie Warwick. I talked to you in the other channel, but welcome over here. So glad to have you on board. And let's see, just popping up real quick. If I did miss your name, I do apologize. Sharon Stewart, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And I think I got most of you guys. Anyway, if I keep reading names, it'll take forever. And I'm just happy that all you guys are in here. And it is awesome to have you on board on our wonderful day. And of course, it being day 128, it's pretty cool. And I did kind of throw this in because we lost the other camera, so I kind of squished the still camera down on the bottom left hand side there, so we can see that. So of course we got the long shot from over on the ridge as cam 1. Top left, top right is the MBL close-up, and then bottom left is the still camera to the north, and bottom right is the berm down at Nedhagi at the bottom end, southern end. So that's what we're looking at, guys and girls. And we do kind of have things planned here for Rob to pop on, but I see he was I don't know what he was doing. He's got some other images up there on the screen, and I don't know if I can get these things to work. You know, it's I kind of wanted to plan this out a whole bunch ahead of time, but I guess so. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to him during the break before we do that, and then we'll figure that out. Since I'm not quite sure what he's actually up to there. They look like amoeba. I'm here panting for breath. I got some material, and we will figure out how to post that during the first break, since you know, it didn't come as soon as I wanted it, but no problem. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. So anyway, I do love the views that we do have today. So even though we're not seeing the other cam, but I think for right now, what we do see on the screen is pretty awesome. And I do like that long range shot, or cam 1 as we call it, top left, across the valley there. That does look really, really good. And we really get to see the flow coming out. So I'm liking that. Anyway, trying to keep up with some of this stuff in the chat here. It's moving so quickly, it's very difficult. And I noticed during yesterday's stream it was happened like that too, a few times where the message rate was it puts it up as a star afterwards, right, in the chat there, and it shows, you know, when you're getting 104 messages per minute going through, that's getting a little fast. So hard to keep up to some of that stuff some of the time. So but anyway, we'll see if we can keep it a little bit less there today, and maybe put the brakes on some people. Well, we'll see what happens. Anyway, wanted to say hi to a couple more people that popped in real quick, and I do see Luke Mule is also back in the house. Barbarian is also there. Shane popped in. Oz is back. Glad to have you guys here, and really awesome. Robert Brigham also back. Despur, good to see you there. glad you popped in. And let's see, who else? Sandra Schneider. Had to get that out. James Donnelly, welcome you guys. Grandma B is also back in the house. Rodney Riggs also here. Gary and Karen of PA. Judy Jones popped in. Sherry Lawson. So I think we got just about everybody who normally comes. Timothy Sawyers. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. Do apologize there, Timothy, but hope I got it right. Neighbor Pistol Pete is also there. He's one of those people here from Edmonton. So awesome. Glad to have you guys on board. Kaneko. Bacon. Yes. Let's see. There's another James. Uliet. I don't know if I said that right. But anyway, hi, James. I think I got most of you now. Hopefully I do. So let's see. Did I miss anybody saying anything to me? Everybody's still saying hi to each other, so that's all right. Anyway, you guys, if you like what you're seeing on the screen, don't forget to hit that like button, please. Of course, the stream really depends on it. The YouTube analytics work off that like button thing. Also, if you have the ability to share it out, you might want to consider doing that. If you can share it out in your community tab, that is a possibility. I don't know about Twitter or all those other things, so I'm not versed in them. Let's see, who else popped in here? Michelle and Flo Smith. Let's see, I think I might have had. Nope, but it's okay. Nobody says it. Okay, James. James, I'm going to stick with James O. How about that? That'll work for me. MRS is also on the channel. Welcome back. Also Christian and Larry. There's Larry Vladica. Glad to have you back on board. So good to see you. Fernando also in the house. Ashcan also there. Glad to see all you guys. Is it Aid or Ad Davids? Aid Davids? Either or. Anyway, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And I wanted to change while that thing is reloading, so let's see if we can get it to a camera that we can see. Goodly lava flow on, so I think we'll put it right there, and we'll just do our thing. Ez is also in the house. Do you have a second COVID test to come home? No, and that's what I got to find out yet, Ez. I need to figure out how I'm going to get the COVID test in Iceland to be able to get home. And now I might have to do that in Seattle. I don't know for sure. I prefer to do it in Iceland. This way, if I do happen to be back in Seattle, if they ask for one, then at least I can get through the border real quick there and not have any issues. So I got to work on that yet. That's the hold up. So working on it. White Island in New Zealand has its level raised as it's putting this amount of gas and steam. White Island. Okay, interesting. Stephen Baker. Is it Stephen Baker? Welcome, and thanks for that tidbit of info. That'd be interesting. How is it possible to visit the volcano? I heard it's closed. And it is possible to visit the volcano, and I am doing exactly that. And no, it is not closed. So lots of people going there, including that guy, that Larry Vladica. He was there. He's got lava. He's got lava in his pockets, and it's burning holes. Hey, Kim Rowdenbush, how you doing? Doctor, I don't think you noticed me stealing. What are you doing? Oh, stealing infiltrations. Yeah, stealth infiltration successful. You snuck in the back and grabbed pizza and sat down, didn't you? I know what you did, Kim. I know. I could tell. Gotta get a mask done. See what? Do you get what? You got, sorry. You got to get a mask done saying DrFox2000. Oh, I don't know where to get those done, Piggy. I'll have to take a look. Maybe I can find the place online somewhere. I don't know how quickly they can get them to you. I'll have to work on that. Russell Jr. also in the house. Good to see you. When I was there were spaces in places in Reykjavik. Places for testing. Interesting. I'm curious. Maybe we can, maybe we can email later and talk about that, Larry. And if you happen to know, or if you had to, I don't know if you had to, but it would be interesting to know a few of those places and see what they have. A white mask and a crayon would work. Robert, you're probably right. That may go over fairly well. Oh, fun. So, yeah. Tom Truelove also back in the house. How does one get on the hypothetical lava rock list? Not that there is one. Well, yeah. I think that lava rock list is already full, big time. A matter of fact, I think Customs is going to have a problem. Oh, don't tell Siggy I said that. Oh, Ray Scott, welcome to the house. Yeah, there's I have a few things in mind, and there are a few people that that are high on my list, and for various reasons. Okay. One of them is there's a specific individual who cannot travel, and I'm going to work on that. Liz Markmaker from Denmark is in the house as well. Good to see that. Iceland makes it very easy for testing. That is awesome to hear. It's not like the runaround that we have here, I hope, Larry. I spent 6.5 hours being transferred around and different phone calls and on hold for the majority of the time, trying to get this all lined up. In the end, once I found out who and where, it was relatively a painless process to sign up for it. It's just to find it. And nobody knows, especially government people. They are really, never mind. I'm going to reserve my comment. That's pretty nasty. Okay, let's see. What else we got in there? Just seeing who's saying what. Okay, US is easy, just go to the drugstore. Yeah, apparently here it's not quite as easy, but it is actually affiliated with the drugstores now, which I really didn't know. It still has to go through the testing center, and they're the ones who make the initial appointment. Then you have to book it with the drugstore that's on their list, Wessex really enjoyed the stream last night. It was fun. Great sense of humor by you and the chat. Well, we try to make things lighthearted here. We honestly, truly do. And that is one of the important things. If we can't smile and chuckle a little bit at life, then we do have a problem. And speaking of smiling and chuckling, there's Siggy. Siggy is in the house. Welcome, Siggy. glad to have you on board. And of course, for those who don't know and those who are new to the chat or the channel, Siggy is indeed one of the owners of this fine volcano, one of the group of 19, and he's an awesome guy. He is quite a historian, and we do encourage go to his webpage and have a look, and you can actually look that up, like the name that is on the screen, and it'll get you there on Facebook. So I don't have the link. I still keep forgetting to dig that link out for him. So thanks, Doc. Always wanted a court jester. Oh, I think we've got enough fun without having to get extra court jesters. So anyway, let's talk about what happened last night. Right after the stream, our volcano basically went quiet on us, and that was kind of interesting, and I would almost say it was in a timely manner for us, because it did come back to life just a little while ago here, and in time for the stream. So I'm very, very happy that it did. And David Ross, keep your eyes out. Never mind. Don't look at that. Cover those eyeballs. I'm kidding. And welcome. Anyway, last night it did calm down again, and it went into its deep sleep period. And of course, today it started coming back up, and I thought, okay, great. The timing on this thing has finally got back to where it should be for our streams, and even the weather semi-cooperated today, so we do have some views, but not all of them. So, and when I say some, we do have the lava flow going down into the valley on the still cam down on the bottom there. We do see that over on the bottom right hand side it is raining down in Nathagi, so that's something to look at and kind of think, okay, hopefully that doesn't come up and bother us too much. And if we do it this way, you can actually see what I'm talking about, and there you can see the raindrops on the screen, and hopefully that helps you out with understanding what we got there. I did want to see if I can load up my other files that I so diligently saved last night. Oh, that silly thing is going to do that to me again. Updates, updates, updates. Everything wants updates. So, okay, we'll put that there. And I will see if I can load up that file from last night that I so nicely saved. And let's see where we got it. Oh, pick a folder, pick a folder. There, and we'll go into there, we'll go into that one. And hopefully this thing is in proper order. Sometimes the order doesn't get right. I don't know why this computer can always mix things up. So let's see if this might be the one I want to open. And we'll have a look and see if it plays for me. Just want to see if that's the right file. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we'll get that back to the beginning, and so we'll pop over to that one. Let's see, Colin Deadman, we don't have 4 boxes of the gray to watch. I'm counting. Yes, it's very, very cool. Anyway, while that thing is doing what it's doing, I just wanted to show you what I did capture last night. And of course, the scene here is somewhat what we refer to as prehistoric, and the volcano actually kind of threw out a mammoth last night. And for those who didn't know that it did that, I am going to show you the video of the mammoth, and you will totally agree with me, and I'm going to push it live. And it is actually what we had a little bit of a material break off. But anyway, I'll let it play here. This was from last night, or in the wee hours. There we go. And watch what happens to that bright spot as it cools off. And you will see that we actually have a mammoth in the crater. So it'll be fun to kind of watch that. As it cools off, it starts to look more and more like a mammoth, and it's pretty awesome. So I don't know if you guys seen that, and it looks pretty wild. So yeah, okay, funky. It's ice. Yeah. So yeah, basically the mammoth on the back wall. So. Roll Tide. I just figured I'd pop that in there and show you guys. I thought it was kind of a neat little thing. Yeah, it's a mammoth, you know, prehistoric thing, just like the volcano. So we figured, yeah, Piggy, careful, that thing is not that calm. And anyway, I see a few more people, Manny. Let's see, a few more people popped in. I'm trying not to chuckle too much here. Let's see, who popped in? I got Grandma B earlier. Steve Pendlin, that's who I was looking at, and Ford has popped in as well. Good to have you guys on board. Anyway, that was the end of that video, and just thought I threw that in there for you guys. We'll throw this back to the live for a second, and then I'm going to load up another video here right away of another little collapse that happened inside the cone, and I don't know if you know, it was worthwhile looking at. So I thought it was pretty cool anyway. So we'll give it a whirl. If I've got the right file, and I got to double check. Just to make sure I got it, and yeah, it looks right. And this was a few hours later. I think this was right when the volcano was dying out and starting to go to sleep. She's looking fine today, Dr. Fox. You bet. It is actually beautiful out there today. And let's see what we got going on. Okay, this one I'm gonna let it roll live. So this here is just a collapse. You'll see on the back wall. This was right as the volcano was basically turning itself off, and there it goes. And you've seen some of that material drop in, and unfortunately, it really did not make any recognizable shape. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. If you guys have some idea what that might be, you can guess or something. So we'll see what that's doing. Okay, it's a wolf. I don't know if it was a wolf, but anyway, we'll put it back on our live screen here so we get to see everything for a second. And we do see some very low-lying clouds down in the valley, and I'm not liking those clouds. They have dihydrogen monoxide in there. That might even be a fire down there, a moss fire on the edges somewhere. I don't know. Oh, now that I've made it bigger, I can actually see. It's steamy because it's raining. That's it. Okay, don't tell me a polar bear. No, Colin, I told you, I'm not gonna guess what it was on the second one. First one, though, was definitely, looked like a mammoth to me, so we'll keep it as that. Dutch weather, what? Or Dinkles, okay, Storm Chaser, is building up to be proud shield maiden. Yes, it is definitely building up to be exactly that. It is actually pretty interesting to see how far it's gone. And oh, this was my attempt to do two things at once here, and it didn't work out. So we'll leave that right in the middle and kind of look at it that way for a second or two, and see if that's all right for you. I see a leaping dolphin. Jim, if you say so. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna see. And I did have some very interesting information last night. Somebody made a comment in the comments about Siggy's diamonds. Siggy, you're sort of off the hook. Your diamonds are there as long as they cool off slowly. Okay? I'm going to try to explain that because well, maybe I won't. We'll leave that for now. I'll do that later on in life, and it's going to be fun to try to explain that a little bit. But it is kind of funny the way it reads, and it does make a lot of sense though what the individual sent in. And cartoon bird circling my head again. No, Rob, you haven't got hit yet. You're in no hurry. Okay, well, those diamonds could indeed be in that lava. Okay, as long as we didn't have exposure. So, Rob just threw this on the other side here. He says, "No, we want to hear you explain the diamonds." Okay, I will go over to get my comment then, and I will give me a second here, guys, and I will try to read this without going too crazy. Let's see. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, this is kind of lengthy here, so if I boo-boo some of this, please forgive me. And I'm not looking at the stream, so don't be asking me questions. I'm looking at the comments here that I'm going to read. So, lava on the surface of Earth has a temperature range from 700 to 1200 degrees C. But on the surface of Earth, diamond doesn't have a melting point. Okay, on the surface of Earth, diamond doesn't have a melting point. It goes straight from solid to a gas at 3600 degrees C, well above temperatures of molten rock. And if it really is on the surface of the Earth with access to oxygen, and he's referring to it being at that temperature, the diamond will catch fire at around 900 degrees Celsius, burning into pure carbon dioxide. Okay? At pressures around 100 times atmospheric pressure, it is possible to melt diamond, and the problem is that the triple point of carbon, the lowest temperature at which carbon can occur, is at 4300 degrees Celsius. Okay, this temperature is first found in the outer core of the Earth, which is not technically rock, but molten outer core with thousands of kilometers of rock and material overhead. Diamonds would become a solid and not a liquid. In short, experts in a very contrived experiment set up, molten rock would not melt diamonds. Okay, so Siggy, your diamonds are safe to a degree. I'm going back to look at the chat now because I'm sure there's a bombardment of questions. Oh, not a single question. I'm so happy. Anyway, I thought that was very, very interesting. So now I'm not going to turn around and mention who actually said that to me, because he didn't say that I could publish that, but I had that in my comments, and I'm hoping that we were okay with that. So it's a very interesting thing. Nutshell. So diamonds are unsuitable for diamond production. What? So Volcano is unsuitable. Yeah, awesome. Well done. And yeah, thanks, Siggy. So your diamonds are kind of safe. They're in the lava in the walls. And I thought that was a very interesting read. Now I can't qualify any of that other than to say it does sound plausible. I have not read any papers on it or anything like that, so I don't know where I can turn around and get verification points on it. So, but it does sound pretty good. So let's see. Kim Rodenbush, are there questions? You just didn't scroll up far enough. I didn't scroll up far enough? Okay, sorry, Kim. I'm sure, but I'm not going to scroll up now because I need to keep an eye on what's coming now. If I scroll up at the chat rate that we're at, I'll never find the bottom again. Paul Zilla also in the house. Laura Rennie also here. Let's see, did I miss anyone? Zach Ran also came in. Don Arnold. And let's see, who else? I think I got most of you. Johnny B. Cheryl Wood. Good to see you all. And yeah, so I'm curious what Rob will have in there as far as the diamonds. But Rob, I'm not expecting you to make any answers or questions on that particular thing. I'm not expecting you to have rebuttals or whatever ready to go. It's just I thought it was kind of interesting since we were talking about the diamonds yesterday, and it is pretty cool to see that. Anyway, I'm looking at the clock. I am going to take the first break, and I think with Rob, what I'm going to have to do is see if we can get him here on my second break, because I have to try to figure out how I'm going to load these two other files that he just sent and talk to him during the first break so I can get things lined up and set into place. So please, guys, don't go away. Stay calm, stay cool. Enjoy the lava that's bubbling up in the craters there. And I'm going to leave this screen on. I think it's probably safest right now. At least it won't disappear on us. And I will be back in about 5 minutes. So please don't go away, and keep smiling. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please consider hitting the like button. And also, if you like what you're seeing so far and you feel that we've earned your subscription, by all means, do hit that button. You can bop the fox on your screen and then just slide over to the subscribe button. If you have a big TV, though, don't do that. Go onto your computer and do that. Okay? So looking at the clock, don't scare me like that. Kim, it's breako time. So many questions. Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch that no need to sleep. Do you really need to sleep, Rob? Because if you need to sleep, then I will leave you off the hook for tonight, and we can do this tomorrow, if you like. We can give it a shot. I know tomorrow is another day, but hopefully you did. I don't know. What do you think about that though, Rob? The diamond thing, just in a nutshell. You think that might be plausible? Anyway, what else we got? Okay. Come on, Jim. Let's go. Dr. Fox can send the piggy mobile out. Oh, are you guys going diamond hunting? Okay. I see daylight is getting shorter in Iceland now. Hopefully, it won't be cold there on your vacation. Paulzilla, I'm expecting the worst. I'm expecting a 3 foot deep snowstorm and spewing. I don't do nuts or shells, but since you asked, all right. Well, hey, I figured I'd throw that at you. And like I said, I have no way of confirming or denying any of that. That was just in the comment, and I'm going to leave it as that. And I thought it was interesting, very interesting. Anyway, I'm going to go on to that break. So don't jinx it. Yeah. I'm going to be back in about 5 minutes, guys. Don't go away. Thanks. Okay. Hang on. Okay, guys and girls, I got the microphone back on, and we're just kind of working on a quick call here with Rob. Rob's pretty tired tonight, so he is going to go get himself some rest. And I think that's probably the best thing. And he will be on tomorrow night, so we will be able to do that. It should be all right. And glad to have everyone on board. So for those who are just joining, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm located here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Pardon me. The screens that you see are of the Icelandic volcano eruption that is in progress. It is live. The screen, or the camera on the left, is the close-up cam from MBL. The screen, or the right screen, is the camera from RUV.is. Seems I got a frog in my throat. Hang on, I'm going to get him out of there. Okay, hopefully that dislodged him. All right. Anyway, doing good here. So, for those who have joined, that's where we're at. That's what we're watching. Day 128, and the volcano did come back to life a few hours back, just in time for the stream, and we really like that. So, yeah, everybody say good night to Rob. He needs some sleep. I guess he's been working hard or something. Dr. Fox, I keep telling you, eat the frogs. Eat the what? Eat the lava. You cannot eat the frogs. They eat the lava. Okay, so they have poison. I don't want poison. Okay, no problem. Karen Craddock is also here, as well as Andrea King, Leo Carlson. Good to see you guys popping in here. And if I've missed a few names that have popped in, like Ruth Mays or Fortis. Let's see, who else we got? Bog Caddy and Madcap I got earlier. Frosty username is also in here, so glad to see you guys. DMC also popped back in. Good to see you. Cynthia also in there. So James Donnelly. Good to see all you guys, and glad to have you all on board. Lou is also there. So awesome to see, and yeah, we've got a pretty good volcano happening tonight, so I'm enjoying what is on the screen. We can change it a little bit so you can see what's happening with the lava flow, and of course you can see the material coming out of the cone on that shot. When you're looking down on the bottom left hand side, you see a little bit of flow off to the I guess we call that the west area or northwest a little bit, and filling up that space. So we'll see more flow going into there, filling that area. It's pretty cool. 8%, I'm trying. I've turned everything off. What? 8%? Let's see, did I miss something? You're eating my hubby Kermit. Oh no, Piggy, no. Oh, let's not do that. Okay, anyway, I was going to pop it back on the other two screens that I had here earlier, and there we go. We'll leave it there for a minute. I'm going to try to see what's going on in the chat. Did you see the video from Cold Black Lava? No, I didn't see that. The bot. I did not have time. I was busy. One of my geology professors said that the kimberlite pipes are very ancient and formed from extreme volcanic eruption events that don't appear to happen anymore. And yes, Thendis, that is you know, that's also something in contention with some of the geology types, is referring to them as kimberlites. And the reason I call those old vents or tubes kimberlites is because I've had a bunch of geology guys, specifically the ones that have gone up to some of the gold mines up in the Northwest Territories, and I'm thinking of one specifically, you know, where they dug that big pit right down there. They got that open pit going down in kind of a cone all the way down, and you know, they refer to the entirety of the fissure or vent that died out. They refer to that as a kimberlite. And someone was saying, well, a kimberlite is actually a hot erupting volcano. And I'm kind of going, okay, well, guys, I have no idea. I've learned that they're kimberlites if they're dead and done and finished. And usually, if you have the right materials coming up from those fairly rough volcanic eruptions, and they are indeed supposed to be of more of a violent nature, they do carry a lot of moisture with them as well. And what ends up happening, of course, is that's what heats everything up, melts all your material, and kind of allows some of that gold to get into the quartz and go from there. So it's a lot of fun. And the mine I'm thinking of is the Echo Bay mine up in the Northwest Territories. I knew it would come to me eventually, so it's actually pretty cool to see that. So anyway, interesting thing there, Fendus, and it is very, very cool to kind of find that out. You know, and again, some geologists are calling it black. The other guys are calling it white, and I'm kind of going, okay, what are we gonna do? You know, but I'm gonna keep doing what I did and call them kimberlites, because they are the dead vents of the volcanoes, and that's where I've been finding my gold, and I'm keeping my mouth shut on that. And it is also no, Shane, you didn't hear the word gold. That was a figment of your imagination. Let's see. Okay, what did DJ do? All right. Miss Piggy will get what? Hang on here. I gotta read this. Miss Piggy will get her revenge on Kermit. Sea Devil Artemis. Oh dear. Oh boy. This is going downhill real fast. I think a subscriber of Dan Herr, he is a prospect miner, Dr. Fox. This man has a YouTube channel. Okay, Dan Herr. Are you talking about Dan Hurd? Out in BC, Dan Hurd. The last letter is D on that name. Hurd. Dan Hurd. If that's the same guy that we're thinking about, the guy with the long beard, he had recently gone in for heart surgery and all that. Hopefully that's what it was. Okay. My bad. Sorry, Dr. Fox. No worries, Piggy. I'm good. Everything's all right. Everything just brushes off. I don't need to worry about it. Diamonds can be found. Lamproite, which is not necessarily ancient. Oh, okay. Well, those can't be really, really good diamonds then, can they, James? Because we know good diamonds take a long time. But that's okay. That dual picture makes me long for Bob. It does in a way. I mean, let's not dwell or get Siggy to lose hope. You know, his lava tube hotel, the Pyro Hotel is still a go, so we're hoping those diamonds in the walls are in fact there, and it will be pretty cool. So I like it. Let's see what else we got going on here. I was going to try to bring up the seismic chart. See if we can find that in here somewhere. I did have one earlier, and got a little bit sidetracked with things here. So let's get the thing split for you, and then we will get going on this. So get the right file and remove the old one and put a new one in there for you. As soon as I find them. Got lots in here now. I'm going to keep saving them to, we're going to make a big long string out of all these volcano eruptions. Anyway, here's your lava chart, or sorry, the rumble chart. So you can see it, how it's progressing, and it is on its way up still and kind of getting steady. I'm hoping that it's going to stay up there for a little while, and as you can see where it is located, it's probably going to go up a little bit more. So if you're looking here, you see the other one's kind of peaked out up here at this line. So I think we got a little ways to go yet now, and keep your fingers crossed that we do go up for a little while. That way we'll have a volcano that we can watch for a bit. Okay, we'll throw it back on this view, and gets us a little closer right now. So looking not too bad. Yes, actually it is, and Thendis, the reason I'm kind of saving these things now is I want to string it together and see if I can make a moving timeline with it, and be able to show that. So I haven't got as much as I'd like yet, but we will work on that, and it should be pretty cool to be able to visualize once we get it into kind of a flow, if you will. So that is to come. It may not happen before, you know, it's not going to be right this week or next week. It may take a little while yet, but definitely going to work on that to get it going. So it'll be cool, and that's the idea. And I'm loving the lava flow that's coming out of there, guys. We see that it is moving, and it is moving quite a quantity of lava, and all that material is heading to the northeast of Fagradalsfjall, and it is nice to see. And like I said, as long as it keeps doing what it's doing, it's going to fill up those extra little spaces. Eventually it will block itself off over there and end up turning its flow around in the other direction again, and fill the lower areas, which will possibly come out back south again. Now this could take quite a bit of time though, because we don't really have anything just right downhill from where this stuff is flowing out, and that's an awful long hill, and that's an awful long big valley down at the bottom. So things may end up sitting there for quite some time, and if they do in fact do that, what we're likely going to end up seeing, I'm hoping I got the wrong one here. Never mind. We'll kill that. I got the wrong map too. I had things loaded up earlier. What happened? Okay, let me get back to where I was looking. We'll throw it back here for a second. I have to split my screen again. Who am I flying to Iceland with? Nobody. Me, myself, and I. That's who it is, Larry. Just by myself. I'm all alone. And doing my thing. So anyway, let me see what I can do here to get that other picture back on here that I want to show. Okay, click here, click there, click this, and we'll get it going. Nah, we can't trust anybody else. Gotta go myself. Lots of fun. We'll be okay with that though, so I'm not too worried. I've done that before, so it's neat. Okay, I did find my my picture, and so this is what I was referring to here about the possibilities of where things can go. And if I split my screen back to the right place here, I can actually draw on this. So probably, well, we know that lava, is my whiteboard working? Yeah, the lava is flowing down into the valley here, and it is filling this up quite a bit as it's moving along. Eventually it will overflow in here, that's the low point, and start heading out. And it has not done that yet, so this is the spot that everybody wants to watch and see what happens. But if we get enough buildup in this area here, and it starts to really pile up, what that flow could reverse, and we could have it going back here or back in this direction. And then we know what's going to happen is going to end up back down in that Hæði, and then it'll go from there. So right now it's super hard to tell what's going to happen in the near future. We're just going to keep our fingers crossed though, and hopefully we'll figure out what we can do. Okay, status quo also in the house. Good to hear you making progress on your trip to Iceland. Preparation is key, and yes, status quo, you bet. It's get all the ducks lined up first, and we'll be good with all that. 420 in the house. Good to see you, 420 in plain sight, and we see ya, no problem. Vicky H also in there. Cameras, yes, we're back on them, Thendis, and moving quickly here, so I want to keep an eye on the flow, and I also want to keep an eye on what's happening on the inside of that crater. So we do see quite a bit of splashing going on, and I think what we'll probably see is some more slight cave-ins on the inside. I'm looking at that back wall. It just really, to me, it looks like we're going to see something right where that lava just splashed up really hard and heavy. We're liable to see something there. I can kind of see some crack lines there, so we may see some material falling in pretty quick. James Donnelly, hope the weather is good while you're in Iceland. Looks like, okay, like the coming weeks can be clearer. And I'm hoping, I missed the chat, darn it. Zoe, you're in the chat. You're not missing it. You're here. Oh, did you miss something earlier? No, we didn't have Rob on yet, so if that's what you wanted, Rob's going to be on tomorrow. He was very tired today, so Rob won't be on till tomorrow night's stream. So for those who were anticipating, we kind of had to do that. And oh, the chart, I thought you said chat. My apologies. Oh, yeah, I had a chart. We can look at that real quick and then we'll get it back. So you can see on the chart we're still in the upward swing, and you can see it right there. So hopefully that's a quick peek. So cool. Oh, okay, yeah, Fendus. Well, but I still want to get back to the screens. We do like looking at the lava flow, you know. That's what it's all about. But yeah, those other cameras, unfortunately, I think because they're sitting down in the valley, it's harder for them to gain some decent light. And you know, they may be placed in good view locations, but unfortunately they don't think they had them in the right sun orientation down there in the bottom of the valley. So one of the things I did notice on one of the other ones, there's a little bit of a collapse on the I guess I kind of blinked and missed it, but on the northern side of that cone on the close-up cam. Anyway, yeah, the those cameras down there, unfortunately, yeah, it's just not enough sunlight getting in there. So they may have to do a rethought on battery size and solar panel size. You know, I always go with a ratio of about 3 to 1 rather than cutting it to 2 to 1 or 1 to 1 when we look at things like that. And hopefully, you know, they'll learn, they'll figure it out. Need more power. We need the power. So pretty awesome. Anyway, I know I was on a little bit of a longer break, but I want to try to keep things in order here. So I'm going to take a little bit faster break this time. It won't be 15 minutes long like the last one. So I'm going to do that 5 minutes, and we will get back at it. So don't go away, guys. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please consider doing that. It really does help the stream out, and always enjoy having a little bit more publicity. Just to remind everyone, if you do see a commercial on here, please let me know. These streams are not monetized, so there should not be any commercials. And that is in the recording as well as the live stream here. So also, I will probably turn the monetization back on after about a month on the other recorded streams, just so it's there and doing its thing. So that should be all right. Anyway, I'm gonna go do my thing. I'll be back in 5 minutes or less. Keep smiling, and don't throw any lava at each other. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys and girls, I turned the microphone back on. I figured I better get back in here real quick so we can make things happen and keep watching our wonderful eruption there. And I'm loving the scenes. I'm going to go to the individual cameras though as we fly around a little bit. Down in the valley, this is the berm down in Nathagi, of course, down at the southern end. And here we are on the MBL close-up cam, and we do see that lava turning inside the cone quite a bit. And on occasion we'll see different things in there, you know, like it'll spit up the occasional mammoth or something. So very, very cool, and I'm liking it. That lava just bouncing around is pretty awesome. Very neat, very neat. All right, whole pig roast. What the heck is going on? Pig the disliker. What? Oh, don't worry about the dislikers. There's a few of them that do that. It's probably the ones that that can't get in here and chat because they made rude comments and got blocked. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about them, but thank you for the view to that individual who hit that button, and let's carry on. Neat indeed, Dr. Fox. Yes, and thank you. I'm liking that. It is pretty awesome. And let's see if we can find the other view there. That one is a little bit more fuzzy because it is looking from a very far distance, but you can see some awesome glow and the welling that is happening down here. You know, you can see that material welling up, and as it's going over the little hills, and that is really nice to see. You know that there is a little bit of speed to that stuff sliding down. Those are numbers, what? Thumbs up from our Aussies and Kiwis. There you go. Yeah, there was chat about that somewhere else earlier. I was kind of chuckling about the what's on the Australian map, north or as the top or south. So it is what it is. Okay, who's eating buffalo hot wings? Status quo, don't do that. Let's stick to the subject matter. I find it oddly amusing to say blop every time the lava bubbles. Try it. You can't fail to enjoy it. Blop. Okay, or bloop, blop, bloop, either or works. Anyway, it is nice to see that this thing is doing its thing with the eruption, and I'm just kind of seeing if we can put that back on my multi-view that I had here for a second. So yeah, that still cam is getting a little bit blown out, but you can see that we definitely have flow happening down into Fagradalsfjall up in the northeast area, and of course all this extra material is burying that the other little hill that was right there with the test equipment on it. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that in the future. And that might almost be a thing to see is, you know, when is it going to actually cover the top of that hill? And the one that I was referring to, of course, is the one that's very close, and you see the, if I actually go over to that picture, I'm sure if I go over to it, it's going to disappear on me, but let's see if I can get on that screen for a second. Should be this one, I think. No, maybe not. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so the hill that I'm referring to is very hard to see in this shot, but it is right here. Okay, so we're gonna see what happens, and hopefully we will get something in place to see if somebody's got a guess when that hill is going to be totally buried. So that might be sooner than when the lava hits the ocean. So it'll be pretty interesting. The lava spilt over there out of the valley yet? No, it has not, Paulzilla. The lava has not at all, and what we're expecting is possibly it. Like, we need some more lava down there first. And if it, has these breaks during the eruption, of course, the material that is going down gets a chance to cool off. And then once it cools off, the next batch from the next eruption kind of starts sitting on top of it. And it basically rinse and repeat kind of thing as far as the way it starts building up layers. And it's going to take some time for it to get over that way that it's doing that. And once it's filled up enough, it's going to allow that flow to move on a little bit further. And hopefully then it'll start flooding out the further portions, and then we will see outflow to the east side there out of Hæðarpunktar. And it'll be pretty cool and pretty awesome, and I know people are all going to be gasping when that happens. But that's going to be an interesting time, because then it's going to start heading south, and it'll be cool to see how long it does take to get to the road from there. Let's see what else. We had somebody else ask something and I missed it. Okay, where was it? I missed it. So if you guys are wanting to ask me a question, please write it as DrFox2000, all one word. That way it turns red in the chat for me on my end, and I can actually see it. And because if the chat gets going a little too quick, I'm lost really, really quickly. Rick Engineer, Dr. Fox, I saw a report earlier today that said it is moving to the north out of Hæðarpunktar. No, it is not. And it can't really. Due to the height, it's going to flow to the east before it will go to the north. And I'm going to see if I can get the old 3D map up there, and I just got to go find where that thing is. I know I had a lot of other things in the way, so nope, not that guy. Too many things in the way, but we'll find that. Oh, I think I found it. Need to turn that one off. Okay, I did find the 3D map, and we'll see if we can get that on the screen really quickly, and kind of show you where that's at before I lose train of thought. How can you get lost? You're at home, Kim. It's when people make comments like that, and I have the attention of I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but hey, look, a squirrel. Oh, never mind. Okay, so people are throwing lots of questions at me while I'm trying to do something else. Please keep your questions for yourself for a minute and ask me in a few minutes after I'm done showing the 3D map, because I'm on that tangent right now. So and here's the 3D map. Whoa, I'm spinning it around, and okay, I want, whoa, move, there we go. So of course our volcano, and the lava is going out in that direction into Hæðarpunktar, and this is Hæðarpunktar, the valley. And the point that we are thinking that it is going to basically pop out is going to be over here. And it can't go very far here. And we'll zoom in on that a little bit so you get the idea of what the contour is. and it's going to run out of space, and it's going to have to do a lot of uphill all the way up that ridge, and we don't think it's going to do that. The other progress point here that they're referring to is here. This is a similar adventure over here, that it has to progress up quite a bit. So they're not thinking it's going to do that. What we think is going to happen is it's going to break out at this point here and come through. So, and again, I cannot guarantee or verify any of that. We do have another possibility depending on what we have for blockages, but it could pop into this area as well and push up a little bit. Now here, this one may have, a chance of popping through. My apologies for moving around too much. So if we kind of look at it this way, you can see that it may pop in that direction. So that is a possibility. And let's get back to the right screen. Oh, that's enough playing with that map for right now. And let's see, whoa, not that one. Gotta find the right screen I want to go to. There we go. And we'll throw that back on. Now, there was some other questions. Mayor of Grindavik be like, this eruption is ending? Wishful thinking. Okay. Yeah, the eruption is not ending anytime soon that we can see. Like the folks, Dr. Fox, if you wish to have questions answered. Boy, there's just tons of questions all of a sudden. James Donnelly, RLC said there won't be any more 3D maps for a while because of overflights and getting too expensive due to increased tourism. FYI, yes, and we already announced that a few days ago, James, but thank you. General Putnam, welcome. Height in Meridalia, 1 meter per eruption. If it's going up 1 meter per eruption, we've got quite a significant increase if that's what's actually happening in there. So cool. Let's see what else I can find in here. Okay, this thing doesn't want to slide on me. Okay. Do you prefer cozy eruptions or boomy eruptions? Sorry for using the technical terms there. Well, I like I just want to see this thing once I get over there. I really want to see it put on a show, but I don't want to kill myself. So let's just say half and half, as long as I'm not too close. Christian says, does the map show the height difference between the upper and lower Meridaliers? No, it does not. There's no measurements on that particular map. We'd have to look at some other ones. It might be something you could have a look at Rob's flow map and see if we have enough height information on that one yet. So kind of interesting that way. Okay, thanks for asking that. Notice that the latest discharge rate from the 15th drop to it dropped from 12 cubic meters to 7.5 cubic meters per second. Any concerns there? Hope this isn't also a repeat. Well, we did know it dropped down quite a bit, James. It actually they were saying the number was closer to 6 cubic meters per second, but we're unsure of that. You're going through and trying to figure out what it's doing when we have some of the downtime in between eruptions is longer than others. So calculating out some of that volume that's come out of there is very, very difficult for the guys, especially if it starts out really, really slow and runs for an hour, then all of a sudden it starts shooting up and pushing an oodle amount of lava out the that little side crack there, and away it goes, right? So it's tough for them to be able to do. Dinkle Storm Chaser, did you say, okay, my sweet lava family, it's time for me to go to bed. She's calling. Okay, Dinkle Storm Chaser, you take care and have a good night. All the best. Patricia, do this, DrFox2000, and he will talk with you. Patricia, if you do that, if you put my name all as one word, and I can see it, then it will happen. So, and you said, thanks, Arizona Snowman. Okay. Now that I can see your name in there, yeah, I'm hoping that you've got a question, and I hope I can answer it for you. Sherry Lawson, a few of us keep seeing flashes in the background. Could that be lightning? And, you know, I haven't seen that. We may have people out there with cameras, but there could be lightning. I don't know. I really honestly don't know. We could also have, you know, other things happening where lava is breaking open, you know, from a crusted over state, and all of a sudden it pops open as it's moving over a hill or something, or some kind of a mound, and it opens up in a very bright fashion. It can kind of create that same flash effect, if you will, just as a temporary measure though, but it's hard to say. And I don't believe that they have anything happening there as far as major static buildups of any type. So usually you see that kind of stuff happening more so in the heavy pyroclastic clouds that are coming out of things like what is it, tall or tail, whatever they call it, TALL. That one had some, as well as Mount Etna. On occasion you can see some sparks popping off there, and I remember that other one in St. Vincent also had some lightning popping off pretty good when it was going up. What the heck was the name? Rose something or other. Anyway, never mind the name, but on St. Vincent, that one there. So we did see that. Christian, the reason I asked was to find out if it would be more likely to exit Ned before the crack in the eastern. Christian, right now, because the flow is going into Meridalia, it's likely going to come out of Meridalia sooner than it will out of Nadhagi. And this is just kind of because that's where it's flowing. We don't see anything flowing into Nadhagi right now. It's pretty much a still flow. Things are cooling off there. And when we do see more lava coming in there, you'll notice that a lot of that will start riding over top of the existing lava at a fairly quick pace, because it's like it's covering new ground. General Putnam, hope you're hiking every day up and down hills to Condition Dock. Several rugged kilometers and the closest points of eruption. Yes, I am familiar with that, General Putnam. And just so you know what I do for a living, I do a lot of ladder work. So going up and down is in the works. But I have also thought about that, and will be doing a little bit of little extra exercise once in a while to go up and down these hills. I know where I already want to go and that, so there's some interesting places I can work out, if you will, and I do actually need to do that, and I do have intentions of doing that to try to break in my new hiking boots. So that's always important to try to get them a little bit more broken before you go, and it makes it a little easier, and customs will look at it a lot less. Let's see, Tom, okay, the flashes may be the result of refraction of the changing density of gas between the volcano and the camera. Could be. Kim Craddock, I saw them too, Sherry, yep. Do you know the current flow rate? Ludmil, current flow rate is somewhere between 6 and 7 cubic meters per second average, okay, meaning that while they average it out over a 24-hour period, we may be seeing, coming out of the volcano, we may be seeing 12 to 14 cubic meters right now, but during its downtime, that also counts when nothing is coming out, and when you average everything out, that's about where you end up with. So hopefully that answers that. Kim Raudenbush, is it currently raining at the volcano? And I don't know if it's raining at the volcano. I can't tell. I don't see any water droplets on the cameras, so I'm hoping it's not. And if we had rain, it may actually end up causing our views to disappear real quick. So I'm going to say no. Okay, hopefully that answers that. Night, Piggy. Piggy, you have a very, very good night, and sleep well. And don't let Kermit kick that leg while he's sleeping there. So take care, and hopefully we'll see you at tomorrow's stream, Piggy. Sherry Lawson, make sure to wear a Fitbit to keep track of steps and miles. I need to know if it is feasible for me to plan the trip. Sherry Lawson, I'm not one to ever get into those things, the mileage and how many steps you take. Just for giggles, a friend of mine gave me one of these things to strap on your arm, and basically used it for a day. And at the end of the day, I handed it back to him, and he looked at it and he says, "What do you mean? Did you cheat? How did you do this? How did you do 23 kilometers in a single work day? And how come you're climbing all these different elevations?" And he couldn't figure it out. And I said, well, that's what I do every day. So I don't do that every day, but that's kind of my occupation, sort of works on that kind of basis. So I do a lot of strange things. I may be a little bit older than the average young punk working in a site, but I can still swing from the rafters just like a monkey. So having said that, I see it is actually break time for me, and I am going to take that break. So please enjoy what you're seeing on the screen, and I am going to go take a quick break. Actually, looking here, Grundvik weather, cloudy with temperatures of 49 degrees Fahrenheit, 9 Celsius. Wind is blowing at 11 miles per hour, 18 kilometers per hour. Current humidity 92%. It's gonna rain, guys. It's gonna rain. I'm going for my break. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please consider doing that. Also, if you're new to the stream and you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you can get the notifications of when the next stream is on, and it will be on tomorrow. If you need to know the times, of course, you can look down in the description and see when they are. And again, weekday times are slightly different than weekend times, and I do that specifically to help accommodate some of the European folks. because these do run very late in Europe and that side of the theater, if you will. But we do have people around the world joining us every day on the stream, so it's difficult to get the best time, and I unfortunately can't stream 24/7. So anyway, I'm going on that break. Don't go away. Keep smiling. Don't throw lava at each other, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Thanks, guys. Okay, guys and girls, I figured I better turn that microphone back on and get back at it here. Otherwise, we're going to not have anyone doing anything here. Anyway, I've put the single screen back on there for the close-up view. I thought it looked pretty good. Fortis, careful with what you're putting on there, okay? Some of those words, you got to remember this is a G-rated channel, so please choose your words wisely, okay? Thanks. Let's see. Did I miss any questions while I was on my break? Going up, I don't see anything of interest here. Patricia, where's that Patricia? Did she ask something? I still didn't see anything that she asked, but hopefully she will get a question in there if she can. Okay, anyway, it's a family friendly. Yes, we try to keep it family friendly. Where am I from? I'm originally from Germany, but I am here in Alberta, Canada. Center of the universe here in Edmonton, of course. Everything seems to revolve around us. Kinda, sorta. Anyway, hopefully that answers that question. Paulzilla, I think it's raining. I saw a rolling drop. Down the lens. And you know, that is very possible. And I'm happy that our stream is just about over, so hopefully it will not rain on us too much. Anyway, I did want to mention I got Talk Air Iceland up there in the top of the stream. I don't know if you guys noticed that. His link is pinned up there. And for those people who have not yet resubscribed, because Talk Air Iceland's channel was gone, and this is actually the new Talk Air Iceland channel. So if you were subscribed to it before on the other one, you won't be on this one. So you might want to go back there and resubscribe. And hopefully we can get Talk's numbers back up over that 1,000. Yes, Talk is back on the air, Paulzilla, so that link up top there will get you to his new Talk Air Iceland channel. And I know it is difficult to find when you're not subscribed to it. If you just punch it into the browser, you don't see it. So for those who are looking for them, that's where it is. And please let's put in a plug for, yeah, I've already done that. General Putnam, if you look at the top of the screen, that plug has been there all the way along. And like smashed hard. Crumble 104, you spelt that wrong. I don't know if people really want to see that. Snowman deleted it. Konkel is also there. Guten Abend, Konkel. And glad to have you on board. Born in the trees. Shane. I don't know. I wasn't born in a tree. I was born in a house, but house was made out of trees. I don't know. Maybe that also made out of brick and mortar and stuff. So lots of fun. Anyway, we do like what we're seeing, and it is a lovely volcano doing its erupting. And we did see a little bit more material dropping back into the cone. I don't know if you guys had noticed it, but on the kind of the west side. And let's see if I can do that. I want to put that one, there we go, just so I can get my crayons working. And so if we look over on the the side over here, you can see it's kind of dented in, and I think we had a little bit of material fall in, and we just seen a little piece fall right there. So pretty cool to see that, and probably going to be seeing a little bit more of that action happening. I never. Okay, my son says I was born in a barn because I never shut the door. Well, that echoed a bot. That is possible. Very possible. And did a little bit more just go. I don't know. I was looking at the chat rather than the stream, but it almost looked like we had a little bit more fall down here. So keep an eye on that stuff, guys. Every time it pops, it seems to be taking a little bit more of that stuff off of the sides. And I'm very happy it is still cooking the way it is. Doing an awesome job. I just wanted to do a refresh on our seismic shaker tremor map, and we'll get that up there before the end of the show. And let's see, where are we at there? And we'll load one up real quick for you and be able to show you that. It's still doing what it's doing, and need to split that screen. Steve Hamilton, glad to have you on board. Jason Slater also here. Cool. Glad to have you guys in there. Guten Tag has a good video about it running. What it might, where it might run out of Meridalier. Yes, and that's something that you might want to go have a look at if you can go see that. I'm gonna see if I can load up that other chart real quick while this thing is splashing for us, and we'll get into there, remove that, and add a new one. Okay, so yeah, there really is not too much change in the new chart, and we'll pop that back on real quick, and you'll be able to have a look there. And you can see it is getting a little bit higher and progressing upward. I don't know how far it's going to keep going up, but it definitely has an interesting pattern to it. And I hope that it drops back down pretty darn quick right after the stream, because that would make it really awesome. Then we know we'd have it firing up for tomorrow's stream again at the right time. So got to keep that clock going. We know that there's a lot of that stuff with Siggy's lava workers there that doesn't work out all the time, but anyway, back to the volcano so we can see what's going on the inside. And I think I was going to actually throw it on the double shot here for a few minutes. And the dentist pulled the tooth. No, the dentist didn't pull the tooth yet. It's still over there. It's I think the dentist put more material around it. Oh, maybe that chart looks like that. I think he pulled multiple teeth. Might be like what he's done to me. And that's actually what I'm going to be working on after I get back from the Icelandic vacation, is starting to work on my dental issues. And we'll get that going. It's been a slice, I'll tell you, with doing things. Anyway, we'll throw it back on the double shot here so we can still see a little bit of that glow from the other side. It is starting to get a little bit on the foggy side, or cloudy, or whatever we want to call it, and or foggy. Let's call it foggy. It's getting foggy. Program the lava machine to work for the stream. Yeah, we're trying to get that in proper sync there, Echo the Bot. It is hard to do though. Trigger my dental anxieties. Oh, sorry, I hate dentists. Oh man. But there you go. Foggy is a bad word. Yeah, Voggy. It's Voggy, not Foggy. Voggy. Voggy. And it is a bad word. I think it is anyway. We shouldn't say it out loud. Me too. You're not alone. Okay. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'll leave that alone. Yeah, dentists. Ugh. Okay, so we are getting near the end of the show today, though, and I'm hoping everyone has liked what they've seen so far. And hopefully tomorrow we will have just as good a views, and hopefully we'll have a couple extra cameras back. No, not vloggy, just voggy. Instead of fog, is vog, volcanic stuff. So it looks like 4 months to fill everything, almost except the valley of the female horse. Do you think it will take 4 months for the flow until it goes back to the original flow route? No, I don't think it's going to take 4 months. I think it's going to build up a little bit quicker than that. I maybe give it a couple months, but I'm not going to give it 4 months. I think we will get a reversal or a change in direction once this volcano kind of slows down a little bit, builds the walls back up, and seals the hole, and then it tries to look for a low point again. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens in the future. And I'm kind of wondering what is going to happen. So it's all up in the air. It's all a big guess. Hopefully we can get things cooking. Anyway, for the last few minutes, I think I'm going to leave it right there on this guy so we can watch whatever else drops in and go from there. Let's see, Doug Dice. It's Doug Dice that came in. Hey, I'm late. Was out in the island sun enjoying blue skies. Well, you gambled the dice and you got here late. Glad you enjoyed your blue skies, and that's always excellent. He's out in that rock, out in the rock. That's Vancouver Island, I do believe, is where he is. So hopefully, sadly I don't have any volcano footage on my channel. DJ, I don't know what you're going to do about that. You need to fix that. Anyway, guys, we are pretty much at the end of the stream, so I'm going to start saying good night to people, and thank you. And Siggy says, thanks for a great show today, Dr. Fox. Thanks for sharing this with us. I'm glad my little hellhole put on a show, and you know, I am happy that it did indeed do that as well. And I see more raindrops passing by on the camera. Come on, another 30 minutes please. No, Kim, I'm sorry, we can't do that tonight. I have a bunny to feed, maybe even several bunnies. There were 2 down there a few minutes ago, and I got a mess to clean up from last night's rain. And it is always cool. And Thundusnai, thank you for being here, and I appreciate the good words. Same with you, Loot Mule, and Susan Hayes. All of you guys, take care of yourselves, and hopefully we will see you at tomorrow night's show. And of course, just keep your fingers crossed that we don't have any more fog, or clouds. So I'm going to say good night now, and thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching, and please try to make it for tomorrow's show. We've had a lot of fun in here today. Not quite as many likes. If you did like what you've seen and you haven't hit that button yet, maybe please consider doing that. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to see more of these shows, you can definitely go into the description and have a look down there for the times. And while you're there, hit that red button, make it turn gray, and hit the bell icon to get the notifications as well. So glad to have had every one of you on board here today. And hopefully we can do this again tomorrow. Please don't forget to subscribe to Talk Air Iceland if you haven't gone to the new channel, because the old Talk Air Iceland channel is no more. So use that link that's on the top of the chat in blue, and you can get over there to do that. And with that friendly note, I'm going to use my final line. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and please make sure you tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. Good night, everyone. Thank you.